to another exciting episode of my life. Now for... So as you guys know, spring is officially here. Love is in the air. New relationships are blooming. I'm fucking sick of all that shit. I'm just, stop. Now I'm not really someone who's bitter about all these new relationships or someone that's bitter about being single, because I'm happy about being single. I get the bed all to myself. I can eat whatever I want. I can do whatever I want. I can just live my own dreams. Oh, but you can't do everything by yourself. You can't have the sex. Look, the sex I'm very happy doing with by my damn self. I've been doing it for years. I'm probably gonna keep doing it for the rest of my life. So I'm good. I don't know if you guys seen any of my old videos, you know how good I am when it comes to actually being in a relationship. I'm kind of like the best boyfriend era. See, I'm someone who doesn't care about relationships, getting a boyfriend, all that nonsense. Look, if you guys want to get together, get knocked up, make babies all over the place, fine, whatever, leave me out of it. I don't want to get involved. You do you, I do me, do each other, I'll do myself, and sometimes do you. Like, if you hit me up, you guys want to experiment, because you guys are just like trying to do things, like, you know, that just gets so new in here, you know. I'm all for it. So just like give me a call, and then we get, I don't know where I'm going with this. But before I actually got comfortable with being single, I was the thirstiest bitch who you ever done seen. When I was first getting into the dating scene, as soon as I saw a gay, I'm just like, yep, he's the one for me. We have so much in common. I'm gonna spend the rest of my life with him. He's beautiful, he's gorgeous. High school, I wasn't used to actually seeing another gay guy, because like, it was just me.
Wait, so you like gay?
Yes?
Like, penis in the butthole kind of gay? Oh my god. No, why? This messes up everything.
How'd you get in my room?
You're like too hot to be gay. You're too hot. You're too sexy. Like, why? It's not fair.
Who are you?
All girls are gonna miss out on the hottest guy in the world because he wants to fucking have one of his. I can't do this. I just can't do this anymore. I can't. I can't.
I don't know how I'm gonna explain that to landscape guy. But as soon as I get in college, I figured I'm gonna go out there. I'm gonna start dating. I'm gonna be with people. So I just hopped on whatever gay I saw. I'm just like, he's the one. He's the one. I'm gonna be with him. I'm gonna be with him. I wanted it. I wanted it bad. I've never been kissed. I've never been on a date. I never did any of those things. So I was just like, this is very excited. But out of all the gay people I've been around, I didn't really get to connect with anyone. So I spent my night just like any other 14-year-old girl with daddy issues, on Tumblr all night, just blogging and scrolling and looking at beautiful men that I can never be with, and I will never see in my life, and I'll just have to live with that forever. And then I found this one guy who was just really attractive, really cool, really, like, he was like so creative and so poetic and just beautiful, and he played guitar, and he was just the most beautiful man I have ever seen. He was basically every Tumblr cliche. I didn't realize that at the time, because back then when Tumblr was new, it was just like, oh my god, the guy's so creative. He's so original and so unique, just like, he's a breath of fresh air. Just, there's no other guy like this. He's amazing. But meanwhile, looking back at it now, it's like, wow, that's every other person on Tumblr, including myself. Huh. Basic bitches unite, yeah. But he'd always reblog pictures of just like, you know, beautiful women and all this stuff, so I assumed he was straight, so I'm just like, oh my god, I can't believe this. A straight on Tumblr? And this is before the gays took over, so I had no idea he was gay and everything, so I was just like, you know what, whatever, I'm never gonna meet this guy, whatever. I followed him, liked some of his stuff, and I didn't expect him to follow me back, but he eventually did. I'm like, okay, cool guy, I can get with this. And then he would just like comment on some of my stuff and was like, alright, he's cool. I like him. I like his style. I thought he was just a cool straight guy that would hang out with a muscular gay guy, but I realized, you know, straight guys don't really like hanging out with gay guys because of the whole masculinity complex. So then he inboxes me and he's like, hey, what's going on? What's up? My name's, oh, I can't use that name. He's kind of popular. Alright, so leaving identity out of this, let's call him Steven. Nope, that won't work. Definitely not him. Josh, nope, can't use that. Seth, definitely can't use that. Let's call him David. I don't know David. Except for my one coworker who's obsessed with me. This is a 45-year-old man who is in love with me. Every time I'm around him, his face just glows up. He smiles and glows and waves at me. He's just like, hey girl, how you doing? I'm like, girl, let me tell you. And then we just, you know, spill some tea for a minute. And just I'm over here, he grabs my titties, and everyone's like, sir, we are at work. This is not the time or place. And he's just like, oh, I'm sorry, they're just so big. And you like these titties? I can like feel daddy. Jobs hire me, that's the thing. I've not been fired yet. I don't. So I got to know him a bit more, and David was really cool. He's really artistic, he was from a small town, just like I was, and we really did form this weird connection and stuff. So then he asked for my number, and I was like, alright, cool, we can text back and forth, just like, you know, chat it up. I thought he was like a pen pal. And that's when I realized he liked the penis. I'm just like, oh, you like the penis? I like the penis. We have so much in common. We must mate. But that was long distance because I knew that was completely impractical. We all know I can't handle long distance. Like, I would never be in a long distance relationship, ever. So we just chat, became close friends. We talked like every day, like we'd always text nonstop, back and forth. I'm just like, oh my god, he's all so cool. But I knew it wasn't really gonna go anywhere because I'm just like, you know what, this is just some guy who lives miles away. It's just not gonna. Until one day, it was one long, dark, stormy night. I was naked. I don't remember exactly what he said, but he lured me in. He was in the mood. I don't know what kind of mood, but I liked it. It was something on the line of just like, oh, baby, you look so good. I want to see all of you. This happening too fast. And at this point, he already has been sending me pictures of just like him, just like casually in his underwear hanging out, or casually in a fucking Speedo. Okay. This friendship's getting a little intense, but alright. I was 20 years old. The first time I've ever sexted anybody, and that was a whole thing that went back and forth because as soon as like the first picture happened, like I get kind of into it apparently, and I would write paragraphs. Look, 50 Shades of Grey, bitch, she got nothing on me. Just like, if you ever read a sex from me, throw out every erotica you ever owned, throw out every fanfic you ever made, my words will melt your fucking world apart. So we got kind of really into it, and then kind of, I guess, obsessed with it. And we would just like, you know, be friends casually, just like text back and forth. And then we'd just be getting naked, just like, no, intense naked, all the naked, like, oh. Like it was over a phone, but I felt like, ooh, this could be real. And at college, it's hard because I had a roommate, so I'm just like, I gotta go. Or I had to make sure he was in the room, and I'm just like, click, 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 get all that, all this. That semester, I basically lived in the bathroom. I lived in the bathroom because it got messy. Literally messy. Toilet paper needed. It was the cleanup. The cleanup was so bad. So bad. I never shaved my balls so much in 1 week. I mean, normally since, you know, nothing goes on, I never shave that thing. It just like, it just grows. It is a jungle. Fucking Dora the Explorer is exploring around my dick. Just trying to find her way out. Lord help that child. She will never escape. But that semester, cleaned everything. Everything was clean. Everything was like, I was ready to go at any moment, at any day. And I guess he knew this because slowly we became less friends. Like it became like less of us being friendly and more of him just hitting me up for just the dirty deed. But I still was in that friend aspect, so I, you know, would text him like, hey, how are you? Hey, what's going on? Blah, blah, like, how's your day going? No text back. No anything. He's busy. He has a busy life. He's doing a lot of things and stuff. You know, I'm okay with that. It was not okay. Because eventually he would respond to me. Maybe every other day. Definitely not after I text him. But definitely around the hours of 11 o'clock at night to 3 o'clock in the morning. And I would be on my phone waiting for it. Obsessed with it. Because as soon as I knew his schedule, I'd be like, he's gonna text me. It's gonna happen now. I knew. And there was a time zone difference. So I was working on his time. And it was just like, he's gonna do it. He's gonna text me. Tonight's the night. Like, I look forward to this. I became obsessed. It was bad. And he'd always have excuses just like, oh, sorry, I had a long day at work. Oh, sorry, I was so busy, blah, 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 blah. And eventually he just stopped being sorry. He was just like, hey, naked? I was like, oh, Mr. President, I had no idea. The worst part about it is I started to get emotionally attached to this person because of the way they spoke to me. They spoke to me like I was the only one that mattered, the only one who was important, the only one who really... They're sexting me right now, oh my god, ooh. And honestly, I'm not really one to really get attached to people, but the way they made me feel and the way they kept talking to me like I was the only one that mattered, or that I was so special to them, or they kept reminding me just like how great I was, or how like beautiful I was, and how I was not like anyone else. It's just like, those words start to mean something. Like, it was more than just two friends going. Part of me was just like, you know what? This could work. It's long distance, but we can do it. And I'm just like, self, why are you chasing after a boy who lives all the way in fucking Mexico or some shit, who doesn't respond to your texts, who doesn't respond to you, who only really texts you for a booty call? I became a booty call. My booty was, it was ready at any hour of the day. And since I didn't really hear from him during the day, I did the only logical thing, stalk his social media. Stalked his Facebook, his Tumblr, his Twitter, see what's going on. They had this one friend who lived out of town, and I was just so jealous of him. I was just like, he gets to spend all day with him, and they get to see each other all day, and I was like, who's this bitch? Who's this hoe? Why the fuck is this bitch all over my man? Just like, I don't understand. Just like, why the fuck? Like, doesn't he know we're together? Doesn't he know like he's my boyfriend? Just like, I don't fucking, like, I just, like, I didn't pay any mind because he made me feel important. So I'm just like, you know what? Yeah, okay, I trust him. And I started to realize just like, all right, I shouldn't obsess about this guy who probably doesn't really care about me as much as I care about him. So you know what, let me try to get my mind off him. And this is where Andrew became a little bit of a hoe. Everyone has like those slutty college years where you just like want to experiment, want to try new things. And then that's when I started actually just getting out there and hooking up with people. I mean, I never really just went, but I did, stuff, things with them. But it's just like, it sucked because just every time I was with these guys, I would always think of this really cool, awesome guy that I was just trying to get off my mind. Just like, why is this guy so in my head when someone real is right in front of me? It's ridiculous. And whenever he hit me up, whether it was a couple of days or a fucking week or maybe even a month, I was just like, oh my god, I was ready. I would go to my room, pull out the lube, we got an HD camera. And I reached a point where after I was just like, having fun with guys and everything, I was just like, I couldn't stop thinking of this guy, and then it just made me not really want to be with anyone, not really want to try to be with anyone, because I'm just like, I care so much about this one person, that should be my priority. Like, that should be the person that I should try to be with. So eventually I texted him and told him how I felt and told him how much I really care about him and that I felt like maybe I was falling for him. So then he calls me and then we actually talk about it, and I just said, look, I mean, if this is weird for you, maybe we should just go back to being just friends. Like, no sexual things, no anything to lead me on into thinking that you feel one way about me when I want another thing. So he agreed. I'm just like, okay, so we're gonna go back to being just friends. That's it. No sexual things. It's all over. That's fine. I can move on with my life. Fucking 3 days later, I don't hear from this guy. I'm just like, okay, fine, give me space. Cool, that's all I want. And after we have the whole big discussion, I get a text from him. I'm just like, okay, sure, just seeing how I'm doing. Fucking the thing he texts me is a heart. After all that crap about, me having feelings for him, him not really feeling the same way that I feel for him, he texts me a heart. Yeah, knowing how much I care about him. I'm like, okay. And then I'm just trying to talk to him normal, and then he starts flirting with me. And he's just like, oh man, I missed you, oh my god, blah, 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 oh my god, you look so good, blah, 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 blah. And then stupid Andrew just goes straight back into it. I'm just like, oh, back in the bed sheets with me, So this continues on where I care more about him than he does about me, and eventually the text started to show that too. Like, he went from saying how special I was and how amazing I was to really not talking about me at all, just, sex. And this was actually going on and off for about a year. Like, there were times where I knew he was actually dating someone and he would still text me and I would go through with it because I was like, well, I mean, I guess he likes me more, so like, I was that bitch. I was that bitch. That bitch you think of, that filthy little hoe, that fucking little thought in the corner, I'm that thought. But eventually it starts to die down, and I guess he was talking to someone else or he's dating someone, so it just like, it dies down. He's focusing on his own thing. He texts me saying that he's coming to New York and actually wants to hang out and seeing if I'm available. I'm just like, yeah, I can actually finally meet this guy that I've been fucking obsessed with for like an entire year. So I meet him at Grand Central and it was just amazing. It was just like, we clicked right away. I felt like I was talking to a friend I haven't seen in a long time. I felt like I knew this person for such a long time. Felt like a real just friendship. So we actually walked around and stuff, and then we ate food at this pretentious hoe. Wanted to eat at a restaurant because it was the same name as him. That's why. That's the only reason. So eventually we walked to Times Square and he was getting on the subway because he had to go meet his other friend somewhere. So we hugged goodbye. It was a really long hug. And then we start to turn away. He goes down the subway and then I walk away. And for some reason I got this impulse. I turn around, go down the subway steps, find him. So I grab him on the shoulder, I turn him around and I just kiss him. Like right there. I didn't care who was watching. I didn't care what was around. I just wanted to kiss him so badly. So I did. And then we said goodbye and then he just went off. But then after I kissed him, I'm just like, you know what? I finally got my closure. That's all I needed and I'm just done. I quenched my thirst. I no longer really had this desire to have a boyfriend or have a relationship. I'm just like, whatever. Guys are just guys. Guys are stupid. Guys are a fucking mess. Dating's dumb. I never want to do it ever again. Because I tried going on a date afterwards with someone else. I'm just like, it's not like I was thinking of that other guy. I was just like, I just didn't care. I can't really develop feelings for people. It's rare. It's very rare. It just means nothing to me. I'm a heartless bitch. That's who I am. But that all changed when I met Kevin. Now you're probably asking yourself, Andrew, what does Kevin have to do with this? I'm glad you asked, you sexy little minx. When me and Kevin first started talking, we just started talking about, our lives, who we've been out with, everything about the dating scene, just like everything in the open. Like my legs. So he asked me about my last relationship. I'm just like, well, the only really one I had with a guy, it wasn't really a real relationship. It wasn't really anything. It was just some guy. He'd always text me. He was a really cool guy. And I started to actually describe this guy to him, and Kevin's just like, you know what? Like the same thing happened to me. Only I kind of just stopped talking to him. And I'm just like, well, I'm stupid. And I kept going because I'm just like, you know what? I'm an optimist. I'm gonna get this dick. I'm gonna lock it down. I'm gonna handcuff it to me, and he'll never leave me again. But Kevin's just like, you're crazy. and I like it. And then we got married. And then divorced. So curious, and since this guy was actually popular on Tumblr, Kevin asked for a picture of him just so he can see who it is, and I'm just like, alright. So I sent him a picture, and he's just like, I don't get a response. I'm just like, okay. And then like a couple of minutes go by, he's just like, I'm shaking right now. I'm like, why? And he's just like, that is literally the same exact guy who is doing it to me. I'm just like, are you fucking me right now? And he sent me some screenshotted text from the guy, and I'm just like, this was going on during the time when we were talking. Well, he was going on saying that I'm special and amazing, and I'm the only guy that he wants to be with, and all this other crap, and basically making me fall in love with him because he was feeding me these words, and I was eating them all up because it was delicious to me. While he was doing that to me, he was talking to Kevin. And not just Kevin, after doing a little bit of research, he was doing this to a couple of other people. His penis is all over the place. But it's so funny because, you know, on Tumblr and all the other things he does on the internet, he's this sweet, kind, introverted, kind-hearted, artistic young being, when in reality, he was a hoe. I have no problem with you going out there, dating other people, getting a feel for things, but do not play with people's feelings while you do it. If someone really cares about you and you don't care about them that well, let them know. Just be like, no, I just don't feel the same way, and don't go back to them. Trying to get the booty. No, get new booty. Get booty away from that. So this whole time, I'm just like, okay, so I wasn't important. I literally was booty. I was booty. So, you know, I did the most calm and rational thing is, as soon as Kevin texted me that, and I saw those screenshots, I sent a nice friendly text to this boy, David, and was just like, hey bud. Sent him the screenshots Kevin showed me. I'm just like, look here bitch. And I went off. And he tried to defend himself, just like, we're really together, and like, it's like, you shouldn't have had feelings for me. I'm just like, it's hard for me to actually develop feelings for people. It is. And it's been years, and I just never really heard from that person again. I think they're off doing gay things. Like, they have a boyfriend now. I don't really know. But yeah, that's my story where I got played. So played. Real bad. Andrew, you stupid. Why are you gonna follow this guy for a freaking year expecting something in return when he's not showing you anything back? Look, guys, don't have low self-esteem like me. Look, if someone's not giving you the time of day, you move on to something better. You deserve the best, you deserve to be happy, you deserve to find someone who really loves you, who really appreciates you, who actually is going to care about you. Do not spend your effort chasing a hopeless dream, because it's not going to go anywhere. It's not. It's going to ruin your life, it's going to ruin your stress, you're going to ruin your sleep schedule. I stayed up for this man so many nights, just waiting till 3 o'clock to hear my freaking phone go off, because I was just crazy about this guy. I think the problem just came out to the fact that I just didn't love myself to the extent that I do now, because right now I'm obsessed with myself. It's my favorite thing in the world. Just like, Andrew Masonette, holy crap, let me get on that. I love him. And the reason why I tell you this story is because, one, you don't know who's on the internet. You don't. Like, if you fall in love with these people, even me, you don't know me. Don't chase after me. I'm a hopeless dream. Chase after someone that you really love, and someone who's really gonna love you back and appreciates you, and someone real. Honestly, I'm not still mad at this guy, and I forgive him for everything that he's done. Because back then, he was just a kid trying to bust a nut. I can't blame him for that. I can't. I was just stupid. And he ended up being the type of guy who really only hung around, like, you know, the popular people or the cool people on YouTube and Tumblr and Instagram and all this other stuff, you know, people with a name. So basically he was like every other YouTuber ever who exists. He was just a kid who didn't know what he wanted in life, and unfortunately he brought down other people because of it through his journey of whatever the fuck he's going through. And I don't want you guys out there to be so attached to someone who just might not be real, or just someone who's just not who you think they are. You really have to love yourself and know that it's okay to be alone. It's okay to do whatever you want. It's okay to be you. Don't try so hard to chase after someone if they're not showing that they want you back. Don't do it. Anyway, that's it for this rant in this video. Leave a comment below on how you chase someone or did something stupid for a guy, because you have. Everyone has. I know I have. And also give this video a like if you actually like these storytime videos from my life, these sad, lonely, miserable stories of my tragic life. And if you like these videos, I'll keep doing more of them. And also leave a comment on what more of you want to see on this channel. I can do anything. I can do balloons. I can have sex. Right there. Just kidding. Anyway guys, thank you so much for also liking my Instagram photos and everything, because that means a lot to me. I don't know why, but it does. And I will see you guys later. Stay awesome!